the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Pass tip to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Gets hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got the first and still going. The Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just
into the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. And the Wildcats will line up here on first down and goal. Design quarterback run. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. He keeps it on a design run. Touchdown, Wildcats, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. Aggressive call on the opening play. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. But he's got some space here. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. 1st down, looking for more now. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. 1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's in the clear. Oh, the football comes out.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking for some space. It's Jones. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. And it's Kansas State on top now, Kirk. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. To the air, it's Johnson. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Wildcats come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Edwards. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
As a designed quarterback keeper, the junior able to bring him down quickly. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. QB keeper all the way. They test the middle but get stopped. That run goes nowhere. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Kansas State. They connect for 6. Now the all-important extra point. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He's going to bring it out from the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to pass. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Thomas. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. On the move now. Takes a deep shot down the middle. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It is intercepted.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down. We're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. It's Brown. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. This offense cannot be stopped.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Just time enough for one more play in the half. To throw, it's Stockton. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Heaves it deep down the middle. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tries to get it to the running back, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Stockton. Nice grab. It's Branch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He lets it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, did they catch a break here? That ball is deflected. Zone coverage, eyes on the ball. They get their hands on it, but the offense doing a good job to somehow come down with that for a completion.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air.
Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
There he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught by the receiver. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
Looks right for a quick completion.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Scanning the field, it's Johnson. Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He hands it off from the gun. The freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Incomplete and nearly. Off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second-guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. It's Kansas State on top now, Kirk. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Thrown quickly, shot in the right flat. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying to find some room. It's Edwards. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Kansas State. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Brings it out motion from the receiver. The receiver makes the catch. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback.